me see if I have this right. You convinced Victor not to kill himself because you wanted Asa to torture him? How thoughtful of you.
You, already. You were supposed to take at least twice as long to deal with the hostages. Is there anything more grating than a guest who arrives earlier than expected? You mean you ignored them entirely? But that would mean... No. You're an Earth Directorate agent. Such callousness, it's outside the scope of your heroic index. Architect, preserve me. This wasn't supposed to happen. The hostages were intended to delay you, not actually die. And this, after you already slaughtered Clemens and Svoboda. Void it all. Do you even know what you've done? Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides! No. No matter. Augustine already has the coordinates for the peace talks. I will simply have to deal with you before transmitting the rest of the station's security protocols. That's preposterous. And a transparent attempt at sowing discord between us. I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, you misunderstand the basic fundamentals of my objectives. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare. But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What more could I have done? Where did I err? Enough! Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine the location of the talks, but all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse, though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down, and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately. I have no more predictions to offer, now or ever.
Yes, dear? Anything on your mind? May the plan fail. Yeah.
Fool I was, to believe I mattered in the plan's grand scheme.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. What is this? Have you lost sight of our mission? Our end goal? Or has your void-damned arrogance blinded you entirely? This greater tranquility substation nonsense. If all you have to show for your supposed expertise is the location of the peace talks, then I suppose we'll just have to prepare ourselves for the bloody fight ahead. It was going to be hard enough without Clemens' explosives. And now, without those codes, we'll have dragoons to contend with as well. Consider this an order to proceed with our contingency plan. I don't care what you have to do, but ensuring our survival and the success of this mission is all that matters now.
Yeah.
I have grown worried. I fear this. The last thing, use the method. What is this? If all you was going to consider the...
Peace talks are imminent, Commander. Please return to the incognito when you are ready to depart.
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery? Worthless people, that's who.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon, that is, Seer Wiley. I won't trouble you to provide more details then. But please allow me to thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery from these conspirators. Without your intervention, I fear this could have been a far greater tragedy. Now, at least, we stand some hope of mitigating the divisiveness in Golden Ridge. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory, the Oracle. May all your future endeavors proceed. I will not stand in the way of your pursuit of the malicious actors responsible for engineering this takeover. Go with the Order's blessing.
Can't believe they're all gone.
They ignored
The order was right?
warnings and paid the
How?
price.
How do they know?
have limited time, Commander. Let us commence with creating a plan of attack.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
I can only hope we encounter fewer complications than we did at the monastery. Despite my skepticism regarding these peace negotiations, I favor the idea of interrupting your saboteur's malevolent aims.
Yes, the Order will have foreseen possible threats from Auntie's Choice or even the Protectorate, but they may not anticipate an infiltrator like DeVries.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Some of the station's security automechanicals may also be operable and may attack both your team and hers, Commander. Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? I'm not asking. I'm telling. You've got to let me have this, Commander.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
What do you need, Commander?
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a... Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing.
Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you. Now that we're out of pulping distance, are you sure about recruiting that Arbiter? That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. But how much can we trust the hand wielding it? Assume he doesn't close the distance first. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once. Yeah, right up until he decides we need a little judging too. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind?
It inflicts... Think I browse all you like. Feel free to go... Blades, bludgeons, bombs, blunderbusses. We've got it all.
Protect your loved one. I feel... Tell me what you need. Can do. If you lost it, I'm selling it.
To tell your fellows about my story.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any clothes on. I might not know what. If you're in need of sprucing up the. I got You need coveralls. We got coveralls.
Anybody even listening to this? Let me tell you stuff.
I suppose on the plus side, DeVries didn't get what she was after. Cold comfort for those hostages, though. May the plan
Ain't ever gonna justify the deaths of innocents. Never. I just hope you think getting to Wiley in time and stopping him from sending that intel to DeVries was worth it. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
What are we standing around jawing for?
Commander, if you've a moment, I wish to note my reservations regarding the Order member we seem to have brought into our fold. Setting aside my obvious concerns as an enemy of the Order, there's something devious about her. Something that sets her apart from her fellows. There is a bloodlessness to her nature. A killer's icy resolve. She's dangerous. That we do. But it's best if we not bring danger home to roost. That was all I had on that subject. Consider my concerns logged.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to DeVries.
Unable to identify ship affiliation. Further investigation is advised.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Protect the console at all costs. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. What? No, I don't. Or maybe I do, if that's what it'll take to stop you. I won't underestimate you like those folk at the monastery did. I'll be vindicated in the end.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. No, please don't. I mean to say, if I cannot stand strong in body, I will do so in heart. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. Oh, merciful law, please, no. I'll tell you what you want to know. Look, there, on that console behind me. It has all you need to know about Agent DeVries' plans. I swear it. Oh, and you'll find another team ahead wrangling the automechs. They are to secure the station while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber. She plans to eliminate the delegates before negotiations are concluded, so you ought to move fast. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
You may now review the data that DeVries agents defended to their unnecessary combat-related deaths.
Cadre, prepare the ship for departure. This unit has re-identified the incognito from its current position.
is regarded as being inept.
We need to find us a fuse to get this old thing operational again.
The Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar. That to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own histories are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Combatants have been terminated by station security forces. Remaining makes me still be hostile.
You cannot improve perfection. Persons unknown, perchance close by. Investigation.
Guns locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Ready to waste on your command.
Health benefits available at your request.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
This is Junior Exemplar Daniels. I am currently practicing logging as a mental calming routine as a measure to waylay my panic. Fact. Junior Exemplar Ivanov and I have been working to isolate a circuitry inefficiency of 0.03% in the upper reaches of Greater Tranquility Station. The two of us are predisposed to intense focus. We've worked in isolation for weeks before. The others have warned us time and time again to check in regularly for posterity. We should have listened. In our absence, the station was somehow staffed by hostile mechanicals. We managed to capture one and remove the module producing its hostility. Ivanov was supposed to test it on another unit, but I heard an explosion from where he went, and I am too frightened to go after him. I don't know what to do.
electrical dampeners failing.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors. I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. We're... Indeed.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Countless, brutal murders at the hands of a seer, was it? How was he not stopped?
The carnage was counted and thoroughly documented, I assure you. What's more, the culprit has turned himself in rehabilitation and penance. Do not accept the insinuation that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
According to my analysis, neither of our parties... goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. Searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto. What praise be to the...
Intelligence and resources may be present in this area, but extensive exploration is not advised while delegates remain on...
By my estimation of... I'd say within the next month, we would see returns of penalties. The market, the colony, would soon be out of protection.
As far as bad portents go, don't get much more obvious than corpses.
Further, infidel. This next shot won't miss. What are you doing down there?
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Here you scampering around.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
And how? Oh, P-18. Here you scampering around.
Confronting threat.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
What are you doing down there?
This unit is in need of assistance. Resuming hostilities. enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
I'll take care of him, Commander. Over here! Free hole in the head! You lot could hit the broadside of a plane!
What are you doing down there? Combat efficiency by 1.4%. I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Predicting bloodshed. Giving up? What are you doing down there?
Standing by with life support.
Giving up?
As indicated.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Guns cocked and
What are you
loaded.
doing down
Just get the
there?
signal.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Oh, have you given up? What are you doing down there? Oh, have you given up? Escalating aggression like that. I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there?
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
What are you doing?
Hey, got a distraction for you. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a plane.
Have you given up? Oh, have you given up? What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around. Have you given up?
Updating delegates' likelihood of survival based on all available factors. Warning. Delegates in imminent danger. Hurry, Commander.
merger and an alliance. And yet, our parties will still be at each other's throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight does not win wars. A military's might does. Our very own Officer Carr has proven that, exploiting weaknesses in the Protectorate to great effect. Do you have such guile?
So you think that your people should rule? I don't wish to denigrate your military's knowledge here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling.
Delegates located. Status alive. For now.
There's only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Come on. Move, damn you.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Yes, your pedestrian little threat. If you think I was shaken to receive it, you're sorely mistaken. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Seems that hibernation's only made you more ruthless.
I think twice before making light of those 10 years you stole from the Commander. And from me.
This hatred's unbecoming, Niles. And you'd both be fools not to hear me out. I am doing everything with what little power I have to stop the rifts from destroying the galaxy. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a protectorate lab on Praetor, the Order could finally figure out how to control the rifts. But like the protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. I joined with this legitimate organization, you fool, because I saw their potential. The Earth Directorate is flawed, with finite reach, but the Order? Their power is limitless. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. I do, in fact. I recall you couldn't spare so much as a word for me then. Real kind-like. You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Just moments ago, you meant to kill me where I stood. What other options could there possibly be to save the Order from itself? I'm trying to engage in productive dialogue with you, and you want to be clever? Even if there were another way to help the Order, there's no undoing the past, not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have.
So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Oh, so you pity me? Think me mad? I was a fool to think someone like you could ever understand. Let's finish this. All you had... You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over.
You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to Oh, and when I've no interest in these delegates you came to save. I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along. This hate, but like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology. Whoever wins the war, controlling these rifts, it was the Seers who... I didn't want to believe.
That's... law! Augustine, you could have...
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. You were an unwelcome variable. I tried to put it out of mind, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I start. That's not what happened. Your presence disrupted their equation, and the mission...
Sure you ain't kin to Auntie Cleo? Because you sure as hell know how to pass the buck.
Whatever you think of me, it wasn't so simple to sit back and listen as they met their ends. Every instinct I had was yearning to act, but I could not. On the contrary, I'd say it takes real strength to care. I know the distinction matters not to you. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? You know who the order must...
Enough! I've got all the...
You think you have it?
Had 10 years. Give the order, Commander. Have you forgotten what she did to you? Why are you humoring her? You're wrestling?
It doesn't matter. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. Just moments ago, you meant to kill me where I stood. What other options could there possibly be to save the Order from itself? The fact that they're even entertaining a partnership with a void-damned corporation puts the lie to that. But even if what you say is this mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. You'll forgive me for suggesting that that's rich of you to say. The Earth Directorate plucked you straight from prison and offered you a way out. It's not so easy for someone like me. Someone with no goodness left in them. Someone who will always be a villain, no matter how the... No, it doesn't matter. You've made it clear you despise me for what I've done to you. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way.
No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. Because, whether you believe it or not, you are the picture of an Earth Directorate agent. Competent, resourceful, tenacious. Oh, but it's that forthright disposition which makes you so effective. As for me, I've reached the limit of what I can do here. But you can still save us. And that cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Station is currently suffering catastrophic damage. Please evacuate immediately.
Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something? rift's not getting any smaller. Come on, Commander. Huff and puff it.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates it is a laboratory dedicated to the study of rifts. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad and the center. The archive is the largest and most powerful computer in existence. It is built into the moon of Cloister and was built by the Order of the Ascendant with the Matriarch's input. Control over the archive has changed several times since the invasion. Currently, the Protectorate has possession of it. Conclusion: the archive will not be easily accessible. Studies have shown that popular cakes, such as those produced by Auntie's Choice, often contain greater amounts of allowable defects, such as hair, insects, and mammalian excreta. Consumption of such products is not recommended. Understood. No further reminders will be provided regarding Cake. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted. There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help facilitate this. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? This unit strongly advises against randomly pressing buttons on the astrogator, unless death is the desired outcome. Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You've also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Commander, word? What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? Maybe if we ended her, like we planned, I could do that. But she's still out there, doing Law knows what. Plotting, most like. That's really as much remorse as you can muster. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there, for now.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. You don't know that. They might still have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. May all our endeavors yield expected results.
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts, assuming DeVries sticks to her change of heart. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at just the right time, right in the middle of the peace talks. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? Were that the case, then our little stunt at Horizon Point would have solved this mess 10 years ago. No offense. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. That's some confidence there. Just be careful. She's a shrewd dealmaker, knows all the loopholes in the book. Still, think we ought to pay the undisputed claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can get to close these rifts. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy's survival is of far more consequence than our loyalties. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Commander.
Need some alone time.
Marisol Delgado has been added to this unit. Has also been informed by Agent Delgado that she is not to
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents...
Never thought I'd be able to see the undisputed claim in all her glory. Visiting was invite only for us troopers, and even then, you had to pay a month's salary to secure entry. Would have been worth every bit, though.
Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleave space.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Some fly-by-night indentured internship?
I'm a self-taught, self-starter. What's your excuse?
Anti's choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Anti-Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Hold that thought.
Attention valued employees.
These wraps are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Wait, these cages are empty. Where's the wrap handler in charge? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? A what now? Oh, a coworker had one of those once. Next thing you knew, poor bastard up and died. I had to work double shifts for a week. Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Uh-huh, exactly. You in? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the wraps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at market compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to head office tower. See any wraps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Poor wraps. Now they gotta die just because these hullheads didn't look after them properly.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Anti's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. Our protectorate decide what its subjects get. We respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process of overbearing. Years to bring a new product to market. We can enhance people's lives now as a responsible.
Enter elsewhere.
We allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a new pest.
You go on ahead.
I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Now that is certainly an intriguing statement. But no, we at Auntie's Choice only care about slights to us at Auntie's Choice. Slight one of our rivals. We should get along fine. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's Choice. We'll choose for you. Fine, go on in. Where you enjoy your time on the ACS from there, make your way through the
Earth Directorate agents may accept freelance opportunities.
You're supposed to squeeze blood from every Xenobiological exploitation output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run up petting zoos. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Stop that scrounging around. With the ambition deficient. Respected subordinates. Spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive.
By entering further, you waive all rights and claims to anatomy, appearance, and so-called intellectual property. See fine print on entry manual pages 368 to 474 for details.
Range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most bit-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and
knock off the funny business.
Imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine. We can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
How do you eat Purple Berry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the butt.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Well, farewell.
Because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decides what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
This is first class.
As leader known for her unparalleled the ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments. We took what nature heedlessly assumed.
Hey you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you. Hey you, soldier with the, got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message.
Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the...
Couldn't tell you. The client paid extra for complete confidentiality and prompt delivery. As a reminder, we don't offer return-to-sender service unless you pay double, plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Whoa. Ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Manager Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald.
Until next time.
Site acquisition. Demoted for playing confidential logs in a paid public toilet. Not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to document index manager will refresh your info security. What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinativist, or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposable agent program. As an Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus, as
go consume like a good consumer.
Our perpetual growth and fund the unparalleled systems that bring the best things in life to life all across the galaxy.
Pretty intriguing, hmm? Join our IDA program today.
Review page 359 of the Earth Directorate Field Manual for a list of reimbursable expenses on goods and services.
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. You got your unrelated bric-a-brac. We market the most miscellaneous miscellany on the... Feast your eyes.
Society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky
hey, think you dropped something?
Doctor, at Auntie's Choice, we understand...
Yeah, you dropped something. Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
purchase and consume with Auntie's Choice.
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? You have ails, I have cures. Each and please do come.
I might appear above the occasional frivolity.
You there! Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
The big rib cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down.
Experience the Welcome to the Bottom Runger. Exclusive home of the Raptidon Bite. That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. No, friend. I finally caught N-rays in a bottle with this one. Not sharing the secret of our success with anyone. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients. Not tending bar right now. But my employee here can see to your need. May your day be...
I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood traumas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum Brand Bandits. I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's...
Need anything? Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia, and you can only get it here at the Bottom Runger. Don't ask what's in it. Even I don't know. At the Bottom Runger, we are...
But that original goal remains.
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Raptidon Bite today.
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles?
Take whatever
Literally
business
giving
you're
them
running
away.
elsewhere.
Arrive, armed with Auntie's Choice. Trust your Auntie.
Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here. Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be.
The latest bout between the Easy Heel Loafers and the Zero-G Shooters. Just quality cleaving from huck-off to the closing steam whistle. And that 20-back tackle pileup on the tender in the mid-court restricted zone.
Then you're not interested in yourself, because I'd be selling you. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective.
With their official Auntie's Choice branded Sprat Crisp penalty buckets. But I digress. Just as in tossball, we all need to put on our winger face. Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the
Of course it pays. Not amazingly, sure, but it's a rare chance to make something true and real that speaks to people and that possesses a certain cachet, right? Listen, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine.
bludgeon the competition. See you at center field.
Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mick Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words, you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. All it requires is you head into our recording facility.
Old corporations who unfairly stack the... The little person as they cry with us.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my... Here for a recording session? And I'm back.
Just like our sponsors, darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsor.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but the space me.
Something I can help you with? Something I can help you with? Yes? Can I help you? Ah.
That I did. This is Mick Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we're selling dreams. Of a little background.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cult.
And...
Any other general questions before we get started?
All right. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind? All right. Now, calling all rule breakers. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right. You know what's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, and you strive for it. Last question. And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Have now with a full body bib included with every purchase.
Yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled to make... I can already hear... All right, that's a wrap. Roll the...
Calling all rule breakers. You know an opportunity when you see it. And take it, and you strive for an unfettered existence. That's why we've... Premier cyst rights just for you. Anti-Cleo... Deep-fried cysty bits. Now with a full body bib included with every purchase.
The bit pit, down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding... Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
I promise we will all thrive. There are so many...
Good. The intention is to keep riffraff like yourself. Now please, go...
For every
budget, from the most extravagant to the most bit-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the
You're
only
back.
retailers.
You ain't soiling our fine establishment with your presence. Think I made that real clear.
Parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice.
All right, I'll grant that was passingly clever.
This concierge is attempting to extort you, Commander. Providing the requested payment is not advised at this time.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled.
My, but aren't you a charmer? Clearly, there's more to you than the way you dress. Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate.
10% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding.
Excellent. It saves me having to explain to Vala why I left.
Through the conspicuous consumption.
This unit has identified that nearby vent as a possible means of gaining entry.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bets are on Ormsby. She's the more predacious. Quite an effective little front step.
Spare me your sales pitch.
Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the big pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract.
Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Head office tower.
Transportation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a business. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the riffs, aggressive rivals, and the actions of
From pop guns to self-propelled
Can't tell the
cannons,
difference
I
between
have
cover
whatever
and
size
concealment?
weaponry you need
Then
to
you
make all
need
your
a good set
problems
of armor
past
before
tense.
someone succeeds in ventilating you.
You have the look of someone with murderous intent, but no munitions to make it happen. Unfortunately, I think I just sold my last rocket pistol, but I'm sure I've still got more.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can tell just by looking at you that you'll be back again and again. I've got armor in all shapes and sizes and for all occasions. Though I'm guessing you get shot at.
From pop guns
Which
to
do you like
self-propelled
invading more?
cannons,
The
I have whatever
Protectorate
size
or the
weaponry
Order?
you need to
Oh,
make
that
all your
protectorate
problems
thing is
past
downright
tense.
unnerving. But at least they don't worship numbers or some such.
Responsibility and perpetuity throughout the
I
galaxy.
never know what either of them are saying half the time.
The story of Auntie
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Consume in peace, and we won't have a problem.
Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down. Just like our sponsor softball team, the Anti-Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turper-Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti.
Can't tell the difference
From pop
between
guns
cover
to
and
self-propelled cannons, I have whatever
This
size
must be
people
where the head
want.
offices are. Whew, it's all right. Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. We were making progress, bumpy though it was. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan, and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. With Auntie's Choice as its partner, the Order need no longer concern itself with the vulgarity of production, and can instead focus on experimentation and progress. Yes! All Auntie's Choice requires is the ability to package, market, and sell its inventions, first to Arcadia, and then to the larger galaxy once this rift business is resolved. I assure you, Auntie's Choice will maintain a very laissez-faire approach into Order business. Let's just say the Order and Auntie's Choice speak a shared language. Numbers. Any reticence can be overcome if the math is attractive enough. If they partner with us, it's only a matter of time before they come to see that profits are a more tangible proof of progress than those unquantifiable theories they get lost in. That seems like a failure of imagination on your part. Why don't I explain what's involved before? To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiation. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice, and there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order means less lives lost. I rather hoped you'd feel different. I won't keep you any longer from your meeting with my fellow vice presidents. It was nice seeing you.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of... Hello, daring as in Ida. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our... That's right, a life filled with... Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29... And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack.
Wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative except our Well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that...
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. The moment you decided you wanted more from your life. When you realized that
We assume you know a good deal when you see.
you, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific...
Presumably, whatever you were offered wasn't an opportunity to change the galaxy. And the offerer wasn't Auntie Cleo.
We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It's a daring, non-conforming, perturbing...
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant. It most certainly will. And the pay is the least of the benefits this opportunity affords.
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with...
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie. Don't allow our banter to fool you. We...
So true.
Well, ain't that nice? I can't quite recall the last time I got to swap gifts on a company holiday.
Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or...
If I understand correctly, they've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers. Negotiating? As in giving in to them? So they do the same amount of work they've been contracted to do, but get more bits because they threw a fit? That is certainly a strong suggestion. The old corporations had a long history of solving conflicts with lead-filled saps.
But how long to get the wounded back to work? And where would we restock any fatalities from? No, we need a more peaceful solution.
Negotiate? As in, give in to some...
No, Ursula, it won't. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we...
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overs.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I'll be completely
Well,
because they've definitely come back just to see you.
Not as such.
This, work... I wouldn't suggest giving them...
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
Against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week, even with half our team's 32... Always
remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to... Ain't heard from Ortiz and... Huh. If he's spending his hard-earned bits, would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed... or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong... True. Thanks, Commander.
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do in this, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of... If it's as he says, I ain't... Will you help me? All right. I just hope that don't mean never.
The cultist known as Azza has been admitted. This unit reminds the commander that
Commander, if it... Will you help me? All right.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, that's where the error occurred, I believe. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass. I try not to think about regret or remorse. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could... Of course, Commander.
loath as I am to compliment the enemy, that's one damn impressive tower. Seizing that as a prize would change everything.
This unit is rated for extreme temperatures, like those found on Cloister. However, occasional stalling may occur.
The body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers! Corneal frostbite be damned! Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire. Bullets share that same tendency, gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours. Not much good solving one problem by creating a new one. Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the archive. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it. There were rifts since before the invasion, of course, but those were lost Newton to a bunch of... Thankfully, the presiding bishop and the Laureate Council have the rift problem well in hand. So they... See that giant glowing... However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The archive's under protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. Are you in a high-risk life expectancy bracket? Because everything you're saying is precisely what I'd expect to hear from someone determined to lower the average. Then ruminate on my advice. Stay away from the ark. Only the finest play. Avalanche collapse.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Hey, Commander. Something tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier walk through their gates. Reckon I ought to step away?
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the archive.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of Persepods in the area. Oh, that does set my mind at ease. Now, let's see. Mine says, don't consume tea this morning.
Soldier, please assess your pain. Very little scale.
eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with protective
Let's check.
Emergency unit is concerned for
Back in business. Liquidate 'em.
Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular. Making a profit? What else?
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would.
Alcoholic vodka condensate. The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down.
Them wraps all taken care of yet? That's kind of what I had in mind, Act. Here's the unagreed upon amount that constitutes your fee.
I'm Jean Turfer Tyler, sixth base person for the anti-Cleo Starlings. I cleaned Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that moon man spinning face.
Commander, I'm glad there's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone. I received a message from his message claimed you asked before, and I did not mention it. But with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, but we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses. Ha! I sincerely expect not. Much like myself, Virgil has been trained differently from the average arbiter. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentence. But there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with those who have erred and been punished are much less likely to err again. Whatever the case, Virgil awaits us on Paradise Island, Commander. I hope we shall find...
Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy. A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch is the Protectorate Commander. Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably, he did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a comp. Much obliged. The sooner...
The structure in the distance matches the description of the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. The rift modulator should lie within. Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.